What if I told you that your garden has tiny workers working day and night, never asking for rest, never asking for pay, and still giving you rich, healthy soil? Sounds unreal, right? But it is true. These workers are earthworms. Small, soft, and easy to miss. Yet they can change your whole garden in ways you never thought possible. When most people see worms, they think they are dirty or useless. But the truth is very different. Earthworms are one of the best friends a gardener can have. They move through the soil, they eat old waste, and they turn it into rich food for your plants. Today, we will show you how adding earthworms can change your soil, your plants, and your harvest. Stay with me, because by the end, you may never look at your soil the same way again. Let's take a closer look at what earthworms actually do in your soil, because this is where the magic starts. Earthworms dig small tunnels as they move, and these tunnels allow air to enter the soil. Plants need air just like we do, and when the soil is tight and hard, roots cannot breathe well. Worms fix that problem in a simple and natural way. They also help water move better. When it rains, or when you water your garden, the water flows through the tunnels made by worms. This means water reaches deeper roots instead of just sitting on top. But that is not all. Earthworms eat dead leaves, old roots, and waste. Then they turn it into something called worm castings. This is one of the richest natural fertilizers you can ever have. Now, let's talk about worm castings, because this is where the real power lies. Worm castings are like gold for your garden. They are full of nutrients that plants need to grow strong and healthy. Unlike chemical fertilizers, they do not burn your plants, and they improve the soil over time. When you add earthworms to your soil, you are not just adding worms. You are adding a system that keeps making fertilizer again and again. It is like having a factory in your garden that never stops working. Plants grown in soil with worm castings often have greener leaves, stronger stems, and better fruits. You may notice faster growth and higher yields, all from something so simple and natural. Soil is not just dirt. It is a living system, and earthworms help build that system in the best way possible. When worms move through the soil, they break up hard clumps and mix different layers together. This creates soft, loose soil that roots can grow into easily. If your soil feels hard like a brick, worms can slowly turn it into soft, rich soil. If your soil is too sandy, worms help hold it together. They bring balance. Good soil structure means roots can grow deeper, plants can stand stronger, and your garden becomes more alive. All this happens quietly, under your feet, without any machines or chemicals. Let's talk about what you really want. Bigger and healthier plants. Earthworms release nutrients slowly into the soil. This means your plants get food over time, not all at once. This steady supply helps plants grow in a strong and healthy way. They also help increase helpful microbes in the soil. These tiny living things work with plant roots and help them take in nutrients better. More microbes mean stronger plants. When your soil has worms, your plants often look brighter, grow faster, and produce more, whether it is vegetables, fruits, or flowers. The difference can be easy to see. Here is something every gardener loves: less work. When you have healthy soil with earthworms, you do not need as much fertilizer. The worms are already doing the job for you. You may also need less watering, because the soil holds water better. And weeds can become easier to manage, because strong plants grow faster and take up more space. Instead of fighting with your garden, you start working with it. The worms handle the hard part, and you enjoy the results. Now you may be thinking, how do I get earthworms into my soil? The easiest way is to add organic matter like dry leaves, grass clippings, and kitchen scraps. Worms love this kind of food, and they will come on their own. You can also buy earthworms and place them directly into your garden. Make sure the soil is moist and not too hot so they can survive and settle in. Avoid using strong chemicals because they can harm the worms. Keep your soil natural and full of life. With time, the worms will grow in number and spread across your garden. How do you know if the worms are working? There are simple signs to watch for. First, your soil will feel softer and easier to dig. You may see small holes or tunnels. This is a good sign. Second, you may spot more worms when you dig or water your garden. More worms mean healthier soil. Third, your plants will start to look better. Greener leaves, stronger growth, and more produce. These signs show that your garden is becoming more alive, more balanced, and more productive. Before you rush to add worms, let's talk about a few mistakes to avoid. Do not add worms to dry soil. They need moisture to live. Always keep the soil slightly damp. Do not use too many chemicals, as they can kill the worms and damage the soil life. Avoid overdigging your soil, as it can disturb the worms and break their tunnels. And do not expect instant results. Nature takes time, but the results are worth it. Scene 10. Your garden's quiet transformation. Now imagine this. A garden where the soil is soft, rich, and full of life. Plants grow strong, water flows well, and you spend less time fixing problems. All this can start with something as small as an earthworm. They work quietly, hidden from view, but their impact is powerful. They turn waste into food, hard soil into soft ground, and weak plants into strong ones. So, next time you see a worm, do not ignore it. Welcome it, because in your backyard harvest, these tiny workers may be the secret to your best garden ever. Kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel for more on